Good day, Ross Jason Poem Live. This is Saturday, February the, here we go, off the computer. It's February the 18th, 2017 on Saturday, 11/12. Well, here's my bed that I lived on the street with, and basically a sleeping bag. After I had this sleeping bag, when my other sleeping bag got stolen, it was only good for about a -7 if I was lucky. It was equivalent to a Inferno North Face bag made out of down. It got wet, it got sucky. This is a Woods. It's good for -30. Jerry Mundy said from Valhalla Pure when he bought it, because my birth father forked out some money to replace it. Like I said, it's a Woods bag. It says here on it somewhere. There we go, Woods. Also get it from Canadian Tire. Here's my thermal rest. I got it at the same time when my bag got stolen from Kevin Bonner's work site with all my gear in it. And my dad replaced this mattress and that sleeping bag only. And what was it? Mountain Meadows at the time, I think it was, replaced my bag for me as well for a new one. Anyway, when I moved in, I bought a blanket, and that's my blanket. I had to replace twice now. My down one, somehow all the down was eaten out of it one day when I came back. I got that from the superstore too for $50 and so forth. I had nothing in the exact same room as this other than my mat and my sleeping bag. All this was bought from dumpster diving or bin diving. Other than this table that I made in grade 10 with Mr. Ramsfield at Cedar Hill in Victoria, I had 2 Rubbermaid containers, and didn't get those until a year or two later, because my dad had them out in Saskatchewan and Saskatoon in his crawl space. They have useless pieces of paper from taxes and annuals, and they put something in there, and there's a weird smell and ointment, and that's all it is. Okay, all bought from the dumpster or given to me. This stupid sofa that you can't lay down on. It's leather-like. My mother thought it was funny. Her dog might have urinated on it, I don't know. But she got it for free from one of her clients, or for $100. She didn't want it anymore because it was too slippery, and always had to have some type of blanket over top of it, and then got some stupid one. I don't want it. On eBay or Craigslist, I seen them for $300, or the Comox Valley buy and sell trail. This is to replace this is about $1,500 to $2,000 for a lazy boy or a purse or whatnot. Recliner chair, it's broken. My bed, I had a futon, queen size, and somebody wrecked it, came in and poured some water on it or whatnot, or dropped something from above when I had it airing on my deck upstairs as well. When Linda or whatnot. This is my second bed that after my first one got destroyed, I got this one when from my mother, and paid her back for it. It's a $500 single child's bed, like an institution bed, and I hate it because it's too small. I like a queen size bed like I bought when I moved out in 1991 from home at the first time from my parents' house. Okay. This one's ruined too because it has some type of fungus on it or whatnot that gave me a belly rash as well. I don't need to describe it, but it raises right in here, and it's a stain of some sort, so I got to get rid of it soon too. Like I said, all from the dumpster. I'm tired of being called a freeloader. I don't expect anything for free. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed or do drugs. And every time I go out, somebody dictates that I expect everything for free. Even my birth father And my mother says I choose to live like this, and I expect everything for free, even my mother. My family call me a sponge on the taxpayers' money, and I'm not. I want a fair go at life. I want enough money to raise a family of 4, like a living wage, on my wage alone. Not my wife have to work all the time too if she's pregnant, and have enough money to feed her and the kids on a single wage, and she works too. And if I can't find a job, my wife or girlfriend could support the family as well. It's called equal rights and human rights and dignity. That one person can make enough money, just like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, on one wage to exist in this world called Canada, not be overinflation. And not be discriminated by an education all the time. You know, human rights, Article 25, 1 to 50, or whatnot, even the Charter of Human Rights. It's a little out of hand every time. It's called criminal harassment or stalking, that you go out and a bunch of people make fun of you because you're poverty. You're only poverty because somebody chose not to give you a job in life. That's right. Hey God, can I have a job please? Here's my business card or my resume, and this is my educational background. It's no good for nothing. I only have a grade 12 diploma. I haven't gone off to take a hair cutting place for a fake college course that might give me a $15 an hour job or $20 job if I can find a job in a hair salon or something like that, or have enough money from a bank that watch me go tits up because I don't have enough experience to do so either, like climbing the ladder of the trade work. They'll only hire us if we want to. That's right, you have to climb a ladder at a minimum wage and move up from 70 to 80 to 90 to 100% over a 5-year period until you become a master. Or go off to university and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars doing so, being a starving student and not getting 3 meals a day or whatnot. That's right. Maybe we should get rid of social services and say, hey, if you want to drink, go to this institution if you want your check. If you want to be a drunk or alcoholic, you have to go to that institution and go through drug rehab before you get your next check. If all you're going to do is get your check, buy drugs and alcohol, and then ask your neighbor for food and assault them with your ignorance, well, we have to get you out of this society. And that all these public people like my mom and her friends that say we think everything should be free, well, we have to look after the majority of the people in a vote saying this is wrong. All these people expect to get free alcohol and live in a society and whatnot. But is it? How was this problem created? People introduced drugs and alcohol to them. If you didn't have it and it wasn't there in society, then we wouldn't have these problems. Oh yeah, we're a bunch of squareheads living on a Mennonite or Hutterite or Amish farm now. Nobody drinks and does nothing, but they do on that completely. That's right. We got the Comox Valley today. I'm going to look out the window real quick too. You can see no snow. That's right. People who work all their lives and not have enough money for a $4,000 care home when they hit pension. Nobody can afford to live pension. When old RSPs used to be your money doubles in 7 years. That's right. You have $5,000 in the bank. 7 years from now it becomes $10,000. 14 years it becomes $20,000. That is a real pension plan. When you join the military or the government system, they start it up for you. This is the new pension plans it should be. You have $5,000 in there, even for a person going to university or in the trades, and every 7 years it's going to double. Now you have a better pension when you get there. Now you have a pension, and you contribute to it all the time. So if you have $50 a month, it's $550 a year. That's right. And that accumulates over 5 years, and then that becomes even more as well. You get the point? Our RSPs and our pensions aren't good enough to live by. No difference is social services, the basics, PWD, PMD, or disability CPP if you've only worked 10 years of your life. Discrimination, dignity, and whatnot. You at least need $400 worth of brand new clothes. That's a pair of shoes, a couple pairs of pants, new underwear, new towels, new linen, maybe a new pillow. Hygiene products per month. if Mach 3 razors cost $26 for 5 of them, plus shaving cream for a man. Not let alone women products. If you're a woman, you're going through a period or whatnot as well. Razors, haircuts, and whatnot. I go see Ron the barber, and it's $26 for a 3/4 inch beard trim and a 3/4 inch hair on the top. That's just per month or every 2 months. And to be practical in society, you have to have a beard trimmer if you're a man to keep it that way yourself. They're looking at anywhere from $20 to $120, depending on what kind of cutting edge you want and how long it's going to last for. You don't want a cheap one that pulls the hair out or doesn't look good either and doesn't have good parts that go along with it. It's just like having, I want an espresso maker again, which broke the last time. Don't know why. $150 espresso maker would die like that from Canadian Tire. Now I got a drip one and it sucks. I'd rather have my espresso. Like I said, for years I lived on the floor with a sleeping bag and had nothing. I had a zero gravity lawn chair or a plastic lawn chair that wasn't good enough to sit on at all. They're lawn chairs, not home furniture. A nice comfortable seat to sit on, a clean environment when it comes out of somebody else's house and they already destroyed it and wrecked it, or a dirty floor that you moved into in an old ran down building that's inadequate insulation in all the walls and the ceilings and so forth. And oh yeah, broken taps in the back. Move in, people use cutting boards and cut things up, edging that's off, tops that are wrecked. Hey, I got a brand new stove finally after 16 years. Fridge I had to buy because the old 1971 frost fridge died. That cost me, a year and a bit working. Social services refused to help me out in any way, in any tribunal. Article 25. Landlords refused to sue Wendy to get me a new one. And Randy Hart as well. TV dinners. Exact same thing. You look at the bathrooms in this place. Well, it's not bad. It's pretty clean. It usually stays like this. Normal wear and tear since 1972 this building is. Who knows if this building here used to have holes in the roof. They patched it. Moved in here. Hole here, hole over here. There used to be a hole behind here. You can't clean this plastic stuff when it used to be tiles in a motel and they put this plastic stuff up. My old place, it broke in here. This, impossible to clean. If you look at it real close up, it's dirty all the time. Doesn't matter Pine Sol or Comet. It doesn't come clean. Same with the tub. It always looks kind of dirty. All this around the edge never comes clean. Doesn't matter how hard you scrub. There we go. Old toilets. Look at that. 13 liters, or is that 6 liters? Should be a 3-liter one. Replaced as well. Look at that. Plastic coming off. Always put your thing behind here. I put these up. It's not standard. There you go, the walkabout at social services. And, yep, who knows what to do. Should be like this, hey? Counter from here to here like the new ones. Gives an extra 6 inches. Comes to here. L shape to here. Fridge goes right here. This should be moved over 2 feet to the left. This should be a shelf right here for a microwave. A toaster oven and whatnot, a blender if it need be, with shelves all along the top here, so it goes like this, so you have extra counter for washing, because it all has to go on there, and then here should be a 4-foot table / counter, so you can put a chair on each side, standard for this little room. Tell you the truth, that there should all be taken down where the bathroom is, the kitchen should be slammed against the back there. This be the kitchen dining room area. Front door, little closet or whatnot. A door here into the other room where you have a bathroom, a hallway, bathroom, and maybe a laundry facility if you want to put your own laundry facility thing in there, which is your storage room, and maybe a walk-in closet type thing because the room is that big because it's 26 by 15 feet, which is a storage room. Because you look at this right here, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet by 9 feet. That would be a walk-in closet on the other side. And this is just a standard bedroom on the other side, which you can have a queen-size bed, a dresser, a window, and well, you can have your workbench in there or a desk to work in. And oh yeah, right here be a doorway, right? And go into the bathroom, and you have another storage. And that wall there, all they do is put a 2x6 insulation and take the door out. So now you have a 1-bedroom apartment in a renovation. Or they cut off the wall and they put a huge beam across there called a header, and it becomes one big open studio, and you have a bathroom, and then you have a storage room on the other side, which is your laundry room, or your old bathroom becomes a storage room as you walk in, and so forth. Does that make sense? A big living room, kitchen, and a bedroom on the other side. Adequate living, so you can have proper socializing. Who wants to come to somebody's bedroom, sit and see a bed as well, or go to sleep and smell your food on your pillow every day because the steam in there, if you had food that day on social services, because you don't have enough food. Article 25, an adequate living style. We don't live in a cubicle dream. We're not China living in a jail cell. When your square footage you really use is 15 by 15 feet, your bathroom isn't a living area. That's a bathroom. Same with your kitchen. It's not a living area at all. Have a great day. Hope you understand that this isn't a complaint. I'm not a whiner. I don't expect anything for free in the world. I would just like a fair go at this society to be able to live in a living wage and an adequate lifestyle, to have a family, my rights, the right to self-defense, the right to privacy, the right to health, the right to freedom and expression, the right to play and exercise, and live a life like I was taught as a kid in school. There we go. Canadian Criminal Code Book of Canada, what I like to study on a regular basis, and downloading right now. Our favorite page. Just ended off. As our United Nations of Human Rights and Freedoms of the World, since 1948, every country has joined in on it. Is it an act or not? Who knows? How do you eradicate cancer from a world that just intends to harm other human beings? Common nuisance. Without psychological or physical harm, just like they say. We're screwed if everything's about psychologically abusing somebody and making them post-traumatic stress syndrome all the time. Contact the CCHR for any contacts for mental illness or anything like that, or basic human rights, because human rights are human rights, and they just fight over the CCHR for medical malpractices of psychiatry, which is the same as human rights as well. Not to be assaulted all the time. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this one.